Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to Space Shit Crypto. My name is Elizabeth Howard, and today I had to jump on a little bit earlier. I forgot I had an appointment today. So, sound check. Yep, sound check. Good. What's up, Twinsin? Oh, that was my phone. No, it's really early for me right now. I don't know why I slept in like this. I normally don't sleep in like this. All right, so let's get going. Let me stop flapping my jaws here. Let's get to it. So I wanted to show y'all something really quick. Look, because y'all know my Twitter is down, right? Well, it's still down. I'm appealing it again today. If I don't have it back by Friday, I'm going to cry. No, I'm not going to cry. I'm just going to start a new one some way, somehow. So I wanted to show y'all something, though. Look at this. This has got to be a good sign, right? Let me go over here. Let me stop screen sharing. Oops. We're going to talk about a few things today. I have some stories I want us to check out. Also, I wanted to talk about, look at that. It says it's permanently suspended, but I'm able to get on here and look at it now. I wasn't even able to pull it up on my screen before. So let's see, how that goes. It says read-only mode. But I'm able to get stuff. This was the last thing that I posted the other day. Y'all following me over here? Yeah, y'all are. What's up? Hey, DNA, what's up? Yeah, I was totally out. I was supposed to be on Crypto Latinas Live this morning, and I woke up at 9:40 Central Time. I can't believe I did that. It was so ridiculous. What's up, NZ? What's up, girl? Don't forget, y'all, come out tonight at 6 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to have a vaulted stream. We're going to talk about everything that Pablo is going to talk about. Come together, vaulted stream. Everyone's going to be excited. We already know. Y'all know how it goes. Look into .xyz for social media. I'm going to look. Is that like something to really look up? Don't send me on a wild goose chase. I'm going to look it up. Me too, Space Chick. I woke up late. Yeah, I don't know. It's 48 degrees here in Texas. But y'all check this out because a lot of people are having issues with Twitter. So I want to show y'all my experience of what's going on because I think it's important because so many people are getting, they're on the chopping block with Twitter. So this is what's happening to me. So now I'm able to pull it up on my screen. If you've been following me for the past 2 weeks, y'all would understand what's going on. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I heard also whenever I get it back, I cannot have this link on here. Elon Musk does not want any links on here. So that's something that I'm going to have to take care of. And this was the last tweet I was able to put up on January 15th. Like we talked about, by May 1st, 2023, how many crypto projects do you think will add the Multi-Change widget? Most people put 42, but there was only 50 votes before I got shut down. So this is just what's going on with my account. I just wanted to keep people informed of what could happen to your account. So when I get my account back, when I do, or if I start another account, I'm not tweeting like I was before. I'm just straight up not. Normally, I was retweeting every single thing I could with the projects that I'm in. I can't do that anymore. So I just wanted to let y'all know if y'all see me not doing that, it's because I've learned my lesson. Definitely learned my lesson. Is Web3. Okay. Thanks, Twinsin. Yeah, Twinsin, you're up early. What's up, Bob? How are you doing, Bob? Hey, Bob, tonight, vaulted stream in the space cabin, we're going to be talking about what's going on with Vault Inu. Y'all definitely got to check it out. I have some vaulted guests that are going to be joining, so y'all don't want to miss it. All right, but if I go to Internet Explorer, which I'm going to have to be using for this stream, it won't let me go on my Twitter. I have to use my nephew's, so that's kind of weird because last week all I could use was Internet Explorer for anything, but all right, so that's how that's going. Just thought I would let everybody know, keep y'all updated. Let's look at CoinMarketCap. I had to jump on early because I forgot I have to be somewhere a little bit later. So I just wanted to pull this up. 22,350 cryptocurrencies out there. I'm in contact with a team. Now, they asked me to do a promotion for them. It's called mintme.com. So I'm going to look into that. I'm going to see more about it before, of course, I put that up. But even then, I think it's important that we find out what that is, to be honest with you. Because if you look it up, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you can mint any token you want. You can make any token you want. I don't know. I just glanced at it. So I want to let y'all know what's out there and what's really going on so that we're all updated. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't like it, I'm going to let y'all know. And what I saw, I just wanted to inform people. So we'll see. We'll see if they write me back. But Bitcoin, 22,917 right now. Ethereum sitting at 1,619, trading sideways a little bit, but still happy that we're up, of course. Always good to be up. Binance, where are you at, Binance? We went right past you. 314, that's the highest that I've seen it here in the past couple weeks, unless I missed it when it hit that the other day. Dogecoin was at 9 cents yesterday for a little bit. That was very promising, but it did not hit that 10-cent mark, which we're always waiting for, which I'm always waiting for here in the Space Cabin. But people are more and more comfortable with putting money into crypto right now for some odd reason, which, hey, that's awesome. I'm bullish on cryptocurrency, but we know what's going to happen after people buy these stable coins, after they buy Bitcoin. They're going to be hearing about meme coins. They're going to feel more comfortable. Solana, $24.45. I should have bought it when it was $14, but I mean, what kind of gains would I really have gotten? I would have gotten some for sure, but not as much as I wanted. Shiba Inu, we read a lot about Shiba Inu yesterday. There's trouble in paradise. They have a Discord for the Shiba Inu community, but they are making a Telegram just for Shibarium talk only. So they're worried that that's going to cause a rift in the community, and they don't want it separate because I guess Shiba Inu community has been having a Telegram. They've had a Telegram for a very long time, and they don't really want to change anything up right now about that. But Satoshi made it because he wants to make sure. Well, there's just a lot of drama. Y'all got to go check that out. That Space Cabin yesterday. There's somebody threatening to come out with some information. Satoshi fired a lot of mods and everything. So there's definitely trouble in paradise, but you're not really hearing a lot about it. I only found like a couple articles on it, but it was enough for me to talk about. What's up? Believes. How are you doing? Got a legend in the cabin. Good morning, Beaver Lumber. Believes. How are you doing? How is your breakfast with Believes? I woke up late. I know. Be wary with Solana. I know, right? Believes. Yeah. It is crazy. Uniswap, $6.64. Chainlink sitting at spot number 21. A lot of YouTubers are talking about Chainlink. I saw they started talking about it yesterday. I've been seeing, maybe that's just what I've been seeing on my end with YouTube right now, but Kronos at 8 cents. It was sitting at 5 cents for a little bit. And VeChain, we've been talking about VeChain. I was wondering with Vault Inu if we're going to need a gas token. Is there another token that's going to be coming on board? I have no idea, but I've been thinking about that for a little bit because we have our friend VeChain right here. VeChain has a gas token called VeThor, and I used to be invested in both of those, and I made some good money. That was one of the first projects that I actually invested in. Today on crypto.com on top gainers, I saw Nervos Network had increased 35% in gains. We talk about Nervos Network a couple times here in the Space Cabin. That was also another project that I was interested in. They're trying to be like the next Cardano. All right, Decentraland and Gala. I want y'all to take a look at those prices, okay? 70 cents. Now, I'm involved in a project that they also talk about metaverse, online, offline wallet, and also 3 blockchains that they're going to build, right? So they're building all these things. Just kind of reminds me the beginning of Decentraland, Gala, like what that could be. So I'm just turned my head a little bit, looking at MMAI for sure, wanting to see what they're up to. You never, ever know, but I don't want to miss that train. Axie Infinity sitting at $11.91. It's really, really good. And Terra Classic. Have some lunatic friends. All right, here we go. Y'all ready? BitTorrent. I remember thinking, oh my goodness, when I first started investing, I wanted BitTorrent. I was like, that's going to be so good. I'm so glad I did not invest in it. But Immutable X sitting at number 75.69. And Terra Luna, $2.26. And Engine Token down there. I used to like Engine Token a lot. All right, so that's what we have here on Coin Market Cap. What are y'all doing in here? Always good. Like and sub. That's right. Okay, let me pull up some articles that I have for us today. Of course, we're going to be talking about Vault Inu. I want to be talking about that here because there's some news going to be dropped today. There's some news that's going to be dropped today, and we were trying to figure it out last night on April's live. I was on there with eVolcano and Erin. She's another Vault lady. So, NZ, I know that you were saying also y'all were looking at that globe with Flex on it, and also we're going to go back and check all this out. But so I was looking back on my live yesterday, and I was thinking, oh man, that Flex, I never, screenshot that Flex and did the Google lens on it. I just was thinking, oh, okay, well, it's going to come back. I mean, they'll talk about it tomorrow. But it was really neat finding out what the girls found out. This right here, hold on, let's see here. That right there is actually the logo of a foreign exchange student program. Now, did Pablo put that on just because it says Flex and it's a globe? I don't think so. That's very specific for him to put on there. Good job, y'all, for finding that. That was so good. Never would have thought foreign exchange student program, but think about it. That actually fits in perfectly with what Vaultoshi does. He sponsors disabled, it was a soccer team for kids with disabilities. He partners with so many different places that this actually, I think, would fit in perfectly for things that Vaultoshi likes to do. So that right there, the ladies have found out that that's probably what it is. What's up, Lucky? So I have to get on earlier for Lucky to come in the space cabin. Is that what it is? Is that what it is? All right, so that might be part 2, but how would that work? Whatever you do, he says, don't miss part 2 today at 4 p.m. Central Time. That's 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's an earlier live with Pablo, so we know it's something important. We know it's something big, but it could be. I was thinking yesterday before I found that out on April's live, I was thinking maybe this is like globe bodybuilders, or you know how we're partnered with a whole bunch of UFC fighters and athletes. I was thinking maybe it has something to do with that, but the girls found out something different, which is super cool. All right, we went over all of this. Believes, if you're still here, I was suggesting that Vaultoshi get a whole other Twitter account to put these widgets on. And also, I found out while I fell down a rabbit hole trying to find out VoltiChange, if we're going to have a gas token for it. There's going to be another token attached to it some way, somehow, that's probably maybe going to help the burn. I don't know. I'm not a dev. I don't know how all that works, but I do know that there's gas tokens out there and that are, linked to another token. So that's why I was wondering, are we going to have that? But 43 projects added VoltiChange in 2 weeks after 10 days they had since the widget was released. 10 days, 40 projects. No, yeah, I was telling you, whenever I was looking at VoltiChange, fell down this rabbit hole. There was another project that had the widget that's not on the Twitter, Now, Optimum Hustle was in the space cabin, and he did tell me, hey, they didn't add it because he's only putting certain amount or certain ones on there, decent projects. So there's more projects adding this widget, y'all, than are being counted on here. I mean, it would be crazy if he put on all of them, you know what I'm saying? But is there a plugin count that he knows how many are there? I wonder. There's King Ozzy. I'm just vaulting every day. That eyeball is very big. I have to scroll past that. All right. So what is this? 44 projects added to VoltuChange widget on their website. That was 6 hours ago. Very, very bullish that he's adding all of these projects on here. But like I said, there's more projects adding on there than I think Vaultoshi can count right now or post fast enough, because they're putting this widget on there really quickly. After 10 days, like I said, 40 projects. Now, y'all saw that poll at the beginning of the live. Y'all saw people put 500 by May 1st. I think we're going to hit that way, way earlier. All right, see. Oh, DJ, what's up? Just here to listen to my girl spit knowledge. Yeah. I'm trying to go into like regular crypto news right now. Like I've been pulling up some stories and stuff like that about the crypto space. Man, we went over so much stuff yesterday. Y'all can scroll back, listen to that. Like I said, there's drama in the Shiba Inu army with their Discord and Telegram. I don't like seeing communities fight like that, but it was just interesting how everything's going. A gas token won't make sense. Just an opinion from a tech. Okay, see, I don't know because I'm not a dev. That's why I was just wondering, like, could that be something that we would be waiting for? No gas token, just only Volt. That's good to know. So I can throw that out. We can all throw that out. ETH is the gas as Volt is ER based. Okay, ETH based. All right, exactly. We don't need other token or other NFTs to be part of Volt. We need to make Vault grow first. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying yesterday, I was like, I don't know how this works. I'm not a dev. I don't know what y'all do. I was just wondering if I need to put some ETH aside for that. And I'm trying so hard to build my ETH wallet, my Ethereum bag. I'm trying so hard. So I've just been putting a little bit, not buying any other projects. I'm trying very hard because I don't want to be left behind on the Ethereum train. I just don't. All right. So we vault for the people. We vault with the people. This is exactly why we are proud to be a meme coin, because as of today, they are still the most effective and most appealing way for non-crypto users to join the space. And it doesn't prevent you from building. I like that last part. And it doesn't prevent you from building. All right, so they're always having some giveaways because without all our YouTubers, we wouldn't vault so much. It's time to support them. We will give away $100 to one person in 24 hours. Oh, nice. Rules. Follow us. Subscribe. Oh, Ladybug. Tag 2 friends and comment with proof. Oh, that's neat. That's cool. I like that. That's interesting. Cool. Yeah, we do have a lot of vaulted YouTubers, a lot of vaulted YouTube creators all over the space. Everybody's getting vaulted. All right. What else do we have here? Always coming with some good gifts. When it starts to vault while you're waiting at the bottom, see, I don't want that to be me. I don't want that to be me whatsoever. Not whatsoever. I see. I don't like the term dev. I say tech guy. DJ let Space Chick run her show. Oh my God. Let her go down whatever rabbit hole she wants. It's all just guessing and hypothesis. Thank you, Bob. We need to get Ladybug subs up big time. I know. For sure. It's always hard to get your first 1,000 subs. Oh my goodness. The 1,000 sub part, I don't know why. It's like pulling teeth. And then you'll gain 3 subs and you lose 2. And then you gain 5 and then you lose 3. It's a fight. Crypto Latina, I was supposed to be on her live this morning, but I slept in, like I said at the beginning. of this live. I'm so sorry. I'll be on tomorrow though. Bleaves, you can't pass and scroll past Bleaves. You just can't do it. Vault, burn, and holder tracking. Yeah, the holder count is now at 57K. That's what we were saying. We need holders. These spaces need to continue going on. Being, what's the word? Positive about other projects adding the widget. Anybody that adds the widget to their website needs to feel welcome in the Vault Army. They need to feel that we're supportive of them in some way because we want them to use the widget. We don't want to turn people off because word spreads like wildfire. There's already one community that I've talked to, and this probably won't, y'all are probably going to get mad, but I'm going to be straight up. There is already a community out there that they don't like Vault Enu. They just don't. They don't even want to add the widget anymore because there were negative things talked about in the chat. So let me tell you something. You do not know who's in the chat. You do not know who's going to get offended. If they have the widget, just be quiet. If you have nothing good to say, period. They have the widget. You want them to use it, right? Then there's actually might be 2 or 3 now, but there is one. I don't want to say who. Vote. Oh, that got me all upset. That gets me upset. Let me tell you why this gets me upset. Let me explain. We have worked so hard all year, all 2022, to get people on board. We have worked so hard. Valtoshi has worked so hard to get this widget. We are trying to get people to add the widget. All we're doing, if we talk crap about other projects, especially in YouTube chats, where everybody can see, everybody can scroll back and rewatch this, we're getting them to not want to add the widget. We're getting them to, if they did add the widget, they could take it off. We could get them turned off to using VultiChange. So I'm having a 1-to-1 with y'all. Stop it. If you're a Vault Maxi, that's okay. But if they're using the widget, we want them to use the widget. Okay? These devs talk to each other. People are double dipping in different projects, which you're supposed to diversify. So if they're using the widget, stop. I'm getting annoyed waiting. Will you please tell ETH to dip? I know. So I can buy it up. No, it doesn't start with a K. No. No, but I have heard from them. No, but I have heard from them. Like, I'm telling y'all, these people DM me. They tell me, and I'm not talking about just the community members. I'm talking about the people that are in their dev team, the people that are out there, adding the widget, the ones who are adding the widget. If we turn them off to Vault Enu, how stupid is that? That's just stupid. It's just stupid. It's just so dumb. Word spreads like wildfire. We're having a 1-to-1 today. I wasn't going to do this. But you piss off one community, the next one and the next one and the next one are going to get pissed off. Like I said, there's already a community that refuses to add the widget because of the attitude that some Vault Maxis have put out there. Period. You can be a Maxi all you want. Go ahead. But stop talking crap about other projects. Because we want them to use it. It's the whole point of the widget, right? Like the whole freaking point. All right, vaulted to welcome Furzon Token as the 44th project. So let's check it out right now. Let me catch my breath. Y'all got me going today. Not all y'all, but I mean, doesn't it make sense? Don't we want projects to use that widget? We're on 44. Could we be on 50? Are we stunting our growth Stunting our growth if we do that. Okay, anything that Coin Merge wants to talk, whoever Coin Merge wants to talk to, I want to know about, because they're very professional. The host on there is always professional. I always see projects, if they're talking to them, most of them always have a spike in their chart for whenever, after and during the space. So what are they about? Changing the crypto world, one gas bubble at a time. Doxed, KYC, okay, rewards. Just don't, what? I'm not even going to say that. What is this? What is this? All right, let's go to their website. What's going on with this? They got the widget. Let's see what it looks like on their site. Okay. Let's see, Optimum Hustle. Bottom line is, don't be a douche in the DeFi space. Respect everyone and build relationship. It's all about networking, right? It's good for business. No, not that one. Yes, every project should use, we predict 100 by the end of March. I was thinking it end by this week. You're absolutely right, or correct, Space Chick. You haven't mentioned supported by Change, which isn't 100% operational and has limited swap. That's what I'm saying. A whole bunch of them are adding it and we don't even know. Like, there's so many. I'm wondering, there's got to be a plugin count, right? Anybody that adds the widget. Optimum, I was talking about you here in just a little bit ago. You were saying that he's adding the ones on the Twitter that are, what did you say? What word did you use yesterday? I don't want to say worthy. I don't, like, decent projects, I guess, from what I understand. I don't know. Can you please explain what was said? Because I know you're in the Telegram all the time. Let me see. About Us. This is the token that just added the widget. So let's see what they're about. We love meme coins, it says, and hilarious NFTs with utility here at Furzan Token. Okay, that's their ticker. Okay, got it. We are here to change the way people see cryptocurrencies and NFTs. We are launching on the Binance network. Our team of dedicated Furzan squad will help you along the way of your NFT and cryptocurrency journey. We aim to launch and grow as a social community, creating partnerships with other projects to make sure your investment prospers. And you can check out their white paper. I'm not going to do that here today, but they have 5 people on their squad and they're doxed in KYC. This is 10 seconds. So let's do them a proper and let's check this out. That's cool. Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. The Premier Rewards token. All right. And they have their tokenomics, buy rewards fee, 2%, buy liquidity pool fee. Awesome. Here's their tokenomics right here. Here's their contract address and their supply. Here's their roadmap. It's a roadmap and they call it a skid mark. They have some humor definitely in their project. So look at how big they put Change. Look, that is so bullish. You can't even miss this. You're trying to scroll down, look at the rest of the project. You know what I mean? And then you see this big old dog on here with a lightning bolt. Like, what the heck is that? Look how clean that looks. I'm noticing that a lot of them are using the dark mode. And it even tells you what it does. I like that they put that on there. So it explains to people what it does. I don't think every project's doing that, saying that it's 0.25% burned on transactions. Let's go. I like that. That's cool. Okay. And their socials. Awesome. Thank you so much, Furzan Token, for adding the widget to your website. We appreciate you. And good luck. It says we have burnt 55.1, or is that 55.7? Either way, it's still good. Of our supply, we have now implemented Change on their website. That's neat. Cool. Vault, and you also put, if you have an eToro account, it's time to vault. Please take 2 minutes to fill out this form and suggest eToro. Now, I know we did that a few months ago. Can we do it again, or is this from the same form that we filled out? Like, I think it was about 2 or 3 months ago. We've been trying to fill this out. I think we're going to get on a really badass exchange here very, very soon. And Ozzy, good morning, and flex your day. Weird flex, but okay. And there's that Tesla. Like I said last night, think about how they have to get that resolution down, how they have to get those pixels, whatever you want to call it, from a tiny, tiny NFT. They have to stretch it a certain way, have a hand of a surgeon to get that on correctly. And if they don't, they're going to have to print it and wrap it all over again. So you want to make sure you got somebody really, really good in there. And then we have this. This was 17 hours ago, but I haven't checked it, so I want to talk to y'all about it. That was the 43rd project, adding Change in 2 weeks. The adoption is just getting started. Cool. Oh, Ian was awesome. He was on April's live last week. I listened to this video. I was super excited and happy to have met him. Super cool guy. His life story could be a movie. Like, I want to watch that movie. You got to check out the live to understand what I'm talking about. This dude has gone through it. He's a fighter. Look at him. He's made it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've all been through stuff in our life. I'm sure we all can write a book of our own, and his book, he needs a movie. He needs a movie. I would go watch it. I think they should do a movie of Ian. We have Mr. Big Cat. He's going to be in, we're vaulting Hollywood with Mr. Big Cat. So I want to see Ian's story also. The more parties involved, the more it will vault. Yes, it will. We talked about that here just a little bit ago. And 2023 will be a huge year for Vault Inu, Jake says. So freaking true. But yeah, y'all go do this. I'm not on Twitter anymore, but I think this is cool. There's so many Vault Inu creators. I think everybody should go check this out and support all the YouTube creators. I'm not saying myself. I'm just saying, like, all my friends that are killing it there in the YouTube space. All right. Okay. So let's go on. Let's see what I got. Let me see what y'all are up to in here. DJ says, I'm going to start doing an AMA for every project that adds our widget. That's good. So devs DM me too for an AMA on your project. If you add Vault widget, we're going to support every project. Yes. So today and tomorrow, I have offered 2 projects a free AMA to come in the space cabin so we can show some respect to them and show some thanks for them adding the widget. Normally, but these are they're free AMAs for these 2 projects. Today I have one at 7 p.m. So I have that vaulted one. I'm going to have that vaulted live on tonight at 6 p.m. It's just going to be an hour. We're going to talk about what Pablo goes over. And then an hour after that, I have Super Saiyans, the dev, coming in and to talk about their project. Tomorrow, I have Kabosu coming in at 3 p.m. Central Time to talk about the project. So that will be good. Might help Change supported the tokens first. Otherwise, there will be little incentive. Yeah, because people will see that. I just don't want people to be turned off. You know what I'm saying? Getting that kind of liquidity is another topic. Oh, yeah, the liquidity. Vault and hold. What's up, Crypto Ren 7? Love this. Great stuff. Welcome to the Space Cabin. Crypto Ren. I think this is my first time. You're building a kids metaverse platform. Cool. What project are you from? Do y'all have the Change widget? That's cool. A kids metaverse. I've never heard of a kids one. All right, I'm going to pull up my Gmail on this other side because I have a couple articles I want to pull up. I think it's really important that we educate ourselves in the space, what's going on. We keep going over crypto news. I don't put Vault Inu logo on the cover, but that doesn't mean I always talk about Vault Inu in every single stream. So I just want y'all to know that. Just talking to other projects, getting some news out to y'all, and then, you know, we got to talk about Vault Inu for sure. All right, so let me see. I have this one. It's a YouTube video. I want to share this with y'all. You know, we talk about AI all the freaking time in here. It's been a while since we really dipped into AI, but like we used to. But it's so good. I wanted to share this with y'all. I talked to y'all about it yesterday. I was like, y'all, kids are writing their essays with AI. Man, I wish I had AI. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not going to be like, oh, no. I mean, I'm glad I was able to learn and everything, and I can use my brain. But AI, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing with AI. These kids these days. So this is why I wanted to pull this up. So give me just a second and we will pull that up. But yeah, I think these AMAs for these projects with widgets would be cool. But like I said, I'm doing 2 free AMAs this week. If you're a dev and you want an AMA, hit me up and we can chat. Hit me up because we want you to use that widget. We want to help you and your community because we care. We want you to help burn your supply. You know what I'm saying? All love here with Vault Inu. All right, so check this out. We're going to watch this. This was Yahoo Finance.
Let's see if we can continue this.
Why 90% of online content could be generated by AI in 2025. We talked about how Spotify, Google, all these tech companies are laying people off. It's kind of scary to other people in the world. Not for me. I know exactly why they're doing it. I mean, I don't know 1,000% why, but you can just think about it. It's because they have AI now. They don't need people. They don't need people. All right, here we go.
And want to see if we can continue the discussion here with a look at whether the market has a good gauge on where things are headed here. Joining us now is Nina Schick, a speaker, author, and advisor specializing in generative AI. Certainly a very timely conversation, Nina. And I saw you recently put out some predictions on where you think generative AI is going to go this year. You said this is the year where there's going to be exponential acceleration. To what extent has ChatGPT, the exposure that so many users have had to it, helped accelerate that?
Well, ChatGPT has really captured the public imagination in an extremely compelling way. But I think in a few months' time, ChatGPT is just going to be seen as another tool which is basically powered on this new form of AI known as generative AI, which has only been possible or in development for the last few years, with the applications only really coming to the fore in the last 24 to 6 months. ChatGPT is one of them. But what generative AI can do essentially is create new things that would have thus far been seen as unique to human intelligence or creativity. And generative AI can create across all media. So text, video, audio, every digital medium can be powered by generative AI. So I think these valuations that you're seeing for OpenAI, I think are actually going to go up, and you're going to start to see even more generative AI companies, which have applications that are going to be universal across many industries in 2023.
I mean, and as we look at the future growth, I mean, in your book, Deepfakes, you predicted over 90% of online content will be generated by AI in 2030. That's not that far away. What does that path look like when you keep in mind that policymakers at some point are going to want to sort of step into what they call this sort of permissionless innovation?
So I actually think if I think about that stat, I might actually say I have a different view on that. I think we might reach 90% of online content generated by AI by 2025. So this technology is exponential. I believe that the majority of all digital content is going to start to be produced by AI. You see things like ChatGPT, which millions of people are already playing with to create text, but there are a whole plethora of other platforms and applications that are coming up. There are going to be more coming up in 2023 that generate images, that generate video, like I said, any kind of digital medium. Regulators and policymakers are going to be starting to look at earnest in this space in 2023. I think thus far, I mean, I have a policy background myself, the innovation has been so quick that policymakers haven't even figured out or realized what's coming. And basically, this is pulling into the station like a train. I mean, generative AI, that phrase was basically only even coined in the last 12 months. So policymakers, I think, are going to have a lot of work on their hands trying to figure out who should control this. I think the big debates are going to be around whether this should be open source or not. Who are the companies that own the kind of huge foundational models that are going to be used by numerous companies and numerous applications? And finally, I think there's going to be a huge public debate about, is this going to augment or automate humanity? I actually think it's going to augment, but I think there'll be a lot of people who differ with that opinion.
Let me press on the point about regulation, though, because to your point, these discussions often happen. To actually formulate the regulation takes a little longer. And you've pointed out in the meantime, innovation has raced out ahead of that. I mean, to what extent do you think lawmakers can keep up with regulation? How much of this needs to be a global conversation, given the implications?
It absolutely needs to be a global conversation because the implications, I think, are profound and universal. This can be conceived of as a new kind of communications infrastructure for humanity. And it's not only applicable in a narrow industry in one part of the world. This is applicable to billions of people around the world. I think where you're going to start seeing the conversation being had at a international level is probably first the EU, which is already looking at the AI Act. And I think a really important area for the future development of generative AI is going to be to see how these regulators look at the open source area, because a lot of the kind of innovation has been coming from the open source development community. So our regulator is going to kind of are they going to basically try and shut that down so that these kind of capabilities are only then in the hands of big private tech companies?
Anine, I want to ask you something. Obviously, Elon Musk was one of the co-founders of OpenAI, and in response to an article talking about the New York City School District, saying that they don't want schools and school devices to have ChatGPT on them. Elon Musk tweeted, it's a new world, goodbye homework. What does this mean in terms of the potential for copyright infringement and protectors of some of these content creators as AI is sort of sourcing from all over the globe?
So you can conceive of generative AI as a new way or a new vehicle to produce all content. And of course, when it comes to copyright issues, there have already been contentious arguments about the fact that certain data sets have included data, including artist data, which was taken without their consent, so that when you look at some of the images, for instance, that are created on Midjourney or DALL-E or Stable Diffusion, you can do it in the style of certain artists. Now, that's been the whole debate around AI art. The debate around ChatGPT has more been about plagiarism because, I'm at CES and I was speaking to an influencer yesterday who basically said he submitted his final essays just using ChatGPT and he got 100%. So there's been a lot of anxiety around how ChatGPT can be used for plagiarism, but even more than that, again, how it can be used as a tool for anybody to just generate text. So if you are an author, a journalist, a copywriter, how this tool can basically automate what you do. Again, I just want to make the point that these tools, they are tools, generative AI kind of applications like ChatGPT, like DALL-E, like Midjourney or Stable Diffusion. They are only the very first application. We have really hit the rate of exponential growth. The kind of scientific papers coming out, the innovation, the pace of acceleration is so incredible that these tools, which are shocking and awing us in 2023, at the beginning of 2023, are going to seem quite quaint by the end of the year, because the capabilities are just going to increase so powerfully.
I mean, it's worth noting that, you know, OpenAI was founded as a nonprofit initially, 2015. You had some big tech founders or big tech backers like an Elon Musk, like a Peter Thiel, but it still pales in comparison to big tech companies like an Alphabet, Google, right? I mean, to what extent do you think, you know, their investments are likely to increase? I mean, how do they compete in this space? What do you see as sort of the makeup here as you see the space expand?
So the big tech companies, I think, in 2023 will continue to make their own generative AI plays, put a lot more focus in the space. I mean, there's been a lot of debate about whether OpenAI is an existential threat to Google, the fact that Microsoft is an investor in OpenAI, the fact that ChatGPT is going to be integrated into Bing. You know, is this going to challenge the dominance of Google? And although that's a fantastic story, there is no doubt that Google is developing its own generative AI tools. The amount of data they have, the amount of kind of talent, the amount of kind of AI expertise is so deep. And whilst they haven't released any tools publicly like ChatGPT, I think we're going to see a lot more from Apple, Google, Microsoft in this arena in this year. But of course, they've all got their eyes on these kind of new upstarts. I mean, we talk about OpenAI being a new player. It's been around for a few years, since 2015 when it's founded, but there are other players like Stability AI from the UK, which was immediately minted as a unicorn last year at its seed round.
It's almost done, y'all.
These companies that are coming up in the generative AI space, the kind of new disruptors, will continue to collaborate with the big tech companies, and the big tech companies will continue to invest in them. But also you're going to start to see the kind of tech titans unveiling their own tools and their own plays in the generative AI space.
Damn.
I mean, this is a fascinating space to watch. So we hope to have you back, Nina Schick.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so we know there's layoffs, right? There's layoffs because they have AI. So if you've been following the Space Cabin for a while, if you haven't, hit like and subscribe for sure. Hit that like button. But let me tell y'all something. They have to have disclaimers now whenever they interview AI. They literally are there. They are literally there. We're at that point. If you check out my video, AI Alethea, they're actually the ones who had to do the disclaimer for the AI. Please go back and look at that so you kind of fully understand what we are talking about here in the Space Cabin all the time with AI. I think it's really important that y'all even hear the disclaimer. It's going to blow your mind. Before I had learned that, I was thinking that AI, we were still at the part where they were having an issue with them responding to anything asked, like quickly with facial expressions and everything. We're there. They are there. They have feelings now, and they feel, a lot of them feel like we don't know how to take care of ourselves. A lot of them feel like we don't know what we're doing. They asked one of them, do you feel like you deserve rights? They do. They feel like they deserve rights. The robot answered back, Sleeping Beauty. This one went by Sleeping Beauty. She says, well, do you think you have the right to own your own skin? I mean, that gives me chills, like literally gives me chills. But they're going to have to worry about AI dipping into these, or working on these essays. They already write movie scripts. Of course, this is happening. The world is changing. By next year, it's going to go even faster because it's AI. And what Twinsen said down here, I mean, we have men in their 80s, regulators in their 80s who don't even understand cryptocurrency. You know what I mean? Do you think they're going to understand AI and how to regulate that? That is going to be a whole other hurdle for the people to try to explain to the regulators. And like I said, they're about 80, 90 years old. How are we going to do this? We can't compare it to Rosie from the Jetsons anymore. In the space cabin that day, I couldn't remember who the maid was from the Jetsons. And I just felt like it was very disrespectful. So we had to go learn her name. It was crazy. It was wild. I don't see all the layoffs as a bad thing. Yeah, for sure. They're trimming to stay efficient due to slow markets and technology advancements such as AI. Markets will pick up and many will get jobs back. Yeah, I think they're going to get jobs back, but they're going to get a different type of job whenever they come back. They're going to realize, oh, we need to learn new skills so we can work better with these AIs. I do think that also with the inflation and all of that, with the jobs, totally. And they're just taking precautions, just like some of the exchanges are, crypto exchanges, laying some people off like Coinbase and whatnot. They're just trying to be protective. But AI, man, I'm telling y'all, we cannot turn our heads. We gotta keep an eye on what's going on. AI is not at the level of measure of man yet, for real. All right, what else do I have for y'all today in my email? Because I email myself. That's what I do, so I can keep up with the stories that I find interesting and I want to tell y'all. Have y'all seen that movie Avatar? I watched it and it hit record-breaking box office amount. It was $2 billion. They made $2 billion for that Avatar movie. I saw it over Christmas. It was really good. I liked it. Okay, I'm gonna switch screens here. Now this was back in April. Wait, is this one even relevant to bring up? Because this one was an old one. This was for this was an old Vault Enu one. Let me just pull it up. I mean, y'all, not everybody's seen it. Alrighty. Y'all here with me? Y'all are here. You have to remember that many of these positions were filled during big market back in 2020, 2021. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the robots came. I can't believe they need a disclaimer now that no AI was injured or harmed during the making of that interview. Like they literally say that. All right. Certic audit onboarding. This was back in the day whenever we had this Vault Enu logo. So they were talking about massive buyback and burn operation. They already knew about it way back in April. That's why I say, and that's why I said last night in April's live that there was tons of swaps put out after Valtoshi said he's going to put a swap out. Now there's swaps out there that are deflationary, or they're saying they're deflationary. I don't know if they are. I'm not dipping into any of those, but it does say deflation in a crypto ecosystem aims to sustain a token's price floor on the market to benefit every holder of the project. Like they knew this back in April. I just think it's so awesome that we're so far ahead is my point. I was thinking that maybe these projects, like I was saying last night, I said, man, these projects are 6 months behind. We're already burning stuff. We already have widgets. We're already doing the damn thing. But he was a year ahead, pretty much already. He's right. It was planned a long time ago. So if you have any doubt that Valtoshi doesn't know what he's doing, take a look back at previous articles and you'll see that he did already have this all planned out. So I just thought that was interesting that we bring that up here in the space cabin. I think it's really important that we know what's going on, because some people are like, oh, are we behind? Are we not? AI kind of scares me. Going to rule the world rabbit hole discussion, greatness or doom. Oh man, whenever you see the random space cabin like background, because I'll just go on and do random space cabins. If you see that, know that we're talking about some off the wall stuff, and it might be including AI. So you don't want to miss out on those. I love AI. I love the metaverse. I think it's definitely, if we're not looking that way, we're going to miss out. We're going to be behind. We're going to be like those 80-year-old, 90-year-old regulators if we think it's not happening. It's happening. Metaverse everywhere. Even MMAI, that project I talk about, the other one, they're going to merge metaverses. They're going to merge metaverses. That's crazy. All right, so let's pull this up. I want to come over here 1 second. Future Leaders Exchange Flex Program. Now we're going to switch gears and we're going to go back to Vault Inu. I want to talk about Flex. I want to talk about, this foreign exchange student program, because there's a lot of red tape with this. I was actually going to go to Australia to be a foreign exchange student. Way back in the day, whenever I had graduated my senior year, I already had my sponsor. I already had the house I was going to be at. Back then, I was going to have to pay, we were going to have to pay for my own flight out there. You have to have a budget. You have to have things whenever you are a foreign exchange student. So I went through all the steps. I had to write an essay. It was like 3 rounds of what I had to do. What's up, Army veteran? Yeah, that's right. Crypto Chick AI feet. Hey, if I do hand NFTs, y'all better buy them. I want like 100 ETH volume. Nothing less. What's up, King Viking? Oh my God, you're so funny. AI pics. All right, so I went through and I looked at YouTube and I looked to see, okay, well, what do these kids have to do to get into this program? Because it's called the Future Leaders Exchange Program. They also have to go through 3 rounds. They're chosen. It sounds like they're just a good group of kids really trying to travel the world and learn stuff. In the first round, they have to do simple, basic English. I do remember that. And the girl was saying it's super basic, super easy. And then the second round, they have to write an essay. And then on the third round, one of the girls said that they have to have an interview to see the last 2 rounds are more about personality and make sure that they'll be a good fit. So I just wanted to tell y'all that that's how the Flex program works. And I just think if we do a foreign exchange student program, if we have any dealings with it, doesn't that have to deal with government also? I mean, these are minors. It's really sticky. That's a very sticky one to get involved with, in my opinion. So if Valtoshi has anything to do with this Flex program for foreign exchange students, I'm really curious as to how he was able to do it. That just means he has networking like crazy. But that was what I wanted to talk to y'all about with that. But we're going to find out more later at 4:30 p.m. Central Time. But isn't that interesting? Did anybody in here do any foreign exchange? I wound up getting accepted to a college that I like, and I went for that instead. Instead of being a foreign exchange student, I got a scholarship to do glass blowing. So, I mean, how was I going to give that up? Sometimes I wonder if I should have just gone to Australia and came back and did that, but I already had an apprenticeship ready to go for me. So whenever I got out of my glass blowing boot camp that I was going to go to. So it was a whole thing, but I remember that. I remember having to do that. I don't think that's the name though, Flex. I don't think that was the name of the foreign exchange program I was going with. So I think there's other ones out there, I'm sure. All right. Is there any new news? Let me refresh. That was the news I had for y'all today. I wanted to just have a sit down and talk to y'all. Oh, look at this. Oh, y'all know we love Bloomberg and Benzinga in here. Oh, what's this going on? BP says maybe it's a sponsorship for funding. Yeah, maybe it's just a sponsorship. That's what it is. That's the flex Baltoshi is talking about. Yeah, maybe he's not getting involved with all that. Maybe he's just part of the sponsorship. You're right. I bet you that's what it is. That's got to be what it is. Making sure that they have their flight. One of the girls said that they get an allowance of $125 a month from the exchange program so that they have. I was saying that's not a lot of money these days, $125. Like, what do you, oh, she said something else about the food and they have to make sure they have money for all that. So it's expensive. It's pricey. I will say that. I had a sponsor and he was really cool. Really cool. I felt bad whenever I pulled out at the end, but it was one of the hardest decisions I ever made in my life. I remember that. And I remember having to go to his office and tell him. My mom was like, no, you're not going to tell him over the phone. You're going to go to his office and you're going to let him know you're not doing it. So thank God he hadn't spent any money or anything like that. I just got done with the interview process. All right. Bloomberg, Benzinga, all these publications, always so damn good. VoltiChange expands market reach with widget and deflationary strategy. I feel like we looked this up yesterday. No, this was today at 6:59 a.m. Central Time. There was another article put out yesterday in another publication. So they're talking about the widget because the widget is super important for us to have, like we talked about earlier in the Space Cabin. And then it's saying VoltiChange platform also came with several other features, such as trending bar, token data, favorite trades, and more to make trading easier. With this innovative approach, Vault.inu sets an example of how decentralized cryptocurrency exchanges can be efficient while increasing adoption simultaneously, making all tokens deflationary. Vault.inu's plan to launch the first ever DEX, making all coins deflationary, is now a reality. With the recent launch of this DEX, every ERC and Binance side token can enjoy a burn rate increase due to the 0.25% fee burning their supply and an additional 0.25% fee supporting the Vault token's deflationary purpose through automatic buyback and burns. All right. These features combined with an automated permissionless and free listing system make VoltiChange a total game changer for every project in the industry. That's nice that they put that. That's really bullish. In the crypto industry, deflationary tokens aim to reduce their supply over time, leading to increased value for holders. VoltiChange accelerates the market's deflationary ambitions, they say, reaching the goal of a reduced token supply in a short amount of time. So then they talk about how we don't have any listing fee. We don't require any liquidity to provide, helping out developers and projects of all sizes. This strategy is beneficial for projects in the industry as it provides them with more resources to fund their goals. I like that they put it like that for sure. That's really good that they said that. Furthermore, it provides holders with a deflationary way to increase the value of their tokens. The launch of a widget for all crypto projects. See, they're already listed, so they might as well just add the widget, right? Another important piece of news is that all projects can add a widget to their website with one click. The widget will allow users to buy their tokens directly from the project's website and burn them in a few clicks. Oh, wow, that's nice. And it talks about Vault.inu. Let's see. Hold on. Let's read this last paragraph, and I'm going to drop the link in the description box or in the chat so y'all can read this yourself too. This is incredibly valuable since it provides a way for projects to increase their accessibility and reduce their circulating supply. The widget also helps to increase VoltiChange adoption. We can easily, which is super important, and we can easily see the adoption rate of this widget. DEX is already breaking records as more than 40 projects have already added to their website in the first 10 days following the launch. That's nice. And the article that I read yesterday, I didn't see that Valtoshi put it up, but I found one yesterday morning. They were also talking about this. I was surprised that I was early. Okay. Joe Evans. Joe Evans writes a lot about Vault Inu. Writes a lot. Maybe it's this phone. Oh, that's a copy paste article. Posted a bunch of small sites they copied by bigger publications. I wonder if that's the one that I read yesterday. Hold on, let me get y'all over here. And Bloomberg. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. My bad. Let's go here. Yeah, but Bloomberg, I mean, a lot of people read Bloomberg. Even if it's a copy paste, you know why it might sound like a copy paste though too? Because, I mean, they're saying what it is. You know what I mean? Like you can't change up what it is, so it might sound like a copy paste. I don't know. But Joe Evans is always writing articles about us. And there's Crypto Latina. Like I said, I'll be on there tomorrow. Let me see if I have any other news. I feel like I had another piece of news for us to check out. See, I have a dev in my inbox right now. I bet you they're asking. I'll read that after the stream. Elon Musk did testify yesterday. We talked about that for a tweet he put out in 2018. He was saying, well, everybody knows about Twitter. Like, you can't listen to everything people say on Twitter. Dude, you know exactly what they're saying or listening to. Come on now. Oh, all copied referring to one post. What's up, Stevie? What's up, Stevie? All right. What else do we have here? I love seeing all these widgets. Like I said, I have an AMA with the Super Saiyan dev, and that's going to be at 7 p.m. Central Time. I know that April has a live going on at the same time. Now, if y'all could switch back and forth, you know, just put some lightning bolts in my chat. Go join hers, of course, but just show some support for the communities that are coming in to the space cabin that are adding the widget. I think it'll make a very powerful statement that, you know, good for them. And we support you on your journey. I think that's a very, very proper thing that we could do. Okay. Yeah. All those links, same article, word for word. Oh, shoot. Okay. I got you. That's interesting. Word for word. That's really interesting. Okay, with this, look at how many people have viewed our phase 5. It's interesting. All right, everybody. I got to go. I got stuff to do. But I love y'all. It's been over an hour. I will have more info for you tomorrow. Due diligence. Shug, what's up? Vault Inu family. Yeah, like I said, try to switch back and forth. Show, you know, give them some views and stuff like that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the damn stream. Still no Twitter. Like I said, if I don't have one by Friday, I'm just going to create a new one so I can get back on the Twitter train. All right, y'all. Love you. Bye.